Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the news. But before we get to the news, as always, weather. Fernando, what is the weather like today?
The weather right now is a 70.
Did you get your phone figured out?
Mm-hmm.
Your watch,
no,
I mean?
No, my watch doesn't do that.
Really?
Yeah, because I changed my my picture.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
So 70. What's the high?
The high is going to be 85. The low is going to be 76.
It's kind of
sunny.
Hot, middle of the day.
Yeah.
It's nice in the morning.
It's nice in the morning. Like 5 in the morning.
Like 4 o'clock is gets better.
Yes.
Starts to, but like that.
I think when we get out of here, like around 6:30,
it's nice.
It's like, okay, it's nice. Yeah.
I like it. It's nice for a change. But the rest of you are having wonderful weather as well, too. So let's take a look. We got good morning. South Carolina, currently 62, heading into 76. I'm jealous, right? 40, pouring down rain in the Pacific Northwest with a high of 51.
Yes.
I mean, San Diego is 47 with a high of 68. Got a day off of work. Fantastic. Hanging out with some friends. Pizza Dave. Dude, I've been stuck getting all the one bite pizza guys on Instagram.
Really?
And I'm just I'm just dying for some cheese pizza. It's killing me. Temperature in Tennessee is 61 with a high of 70. Slight rain. Checking in from Springfield, Massachusetts, home of Bart Simpson.
Yeah.
68 with a high of 80. 62 in North Carolina with a high of 74. Pizza Dave in Vermont is 60 with a high of 64. We got to go to Vermont, just like try their pizza. I think that would be like, we could write that off. We could totally do that. Good morning, gents. 68 up here in New Hampshire. Hi, how you doing?
Hi.
Good morning, guys.
Good
West
morning.
Virginia chicken in at 68 degrees. Oh, that sounds beautiful.
It's not West Virginia, dude. It's a Volkswagen 68.
Yeah, it's West Virginia. I'm like, wait, what? Arkansas checking in at chilly 55.
Chilly.
I could see that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Destin with Mr. Vera is checking in at 70. 67 in Austin. Coming. Yeah. Still there. Cloudy. Downtown Detroit with a 53. See, in my mind, when I was in Michigan, I just picture everything as like always cloudy. I mean, it's not like Pacific Northwest. It's like this time of the year, everything is gray. It's like this is when the gray sets in.
Yeah.
And it just doesn't go away.
Good morning.
What's up? Morning. York, PA, checking in at 60. Living in that swing state. I'm really starting to get the cheese pizza as cheese pizza is sometimes simplicity is best.
Sometimes simplicity.
Like
is the
it's
best,
like you just don't want all the Springfield, Vermont is home for Homer Simpson. Yeah. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
It happens. The guy makes tons of money. So this is a great question. However, you're going to want to ask us tomorrow because today is just the news. And on this show, all we do is talk about news.
What's going on? What's coming?
What's coming? What's happening? Lots of coming. Good morning. Absolute Electronics is checking in. Frank. Yeah. Pizza
Pepe
guy.
Pizza.
9.5. Wow. All right. So we got to go for Seattle.
Okay.
64 in Atlanta. Good morning from Houston. There you go. Morning, British Columbia in Canada is 30. That means it's zero.
Wow.
It's freaking cold. And the cold starts. Hey, we got a ton of news for you today. With SEMA just days around the corner. Mere days.
Hang on.
What are you doing?
No, but I'm gonna put this one first.
Yeah, I was looking.
Because
okay. Days, pure days. These are the three happy guys. We call them the three amigos. I'll be Donald. Because
I'll be Donald.
No, I'm Donald because I'm the only American one there. The rest of you guys are Latinos. This is literally the three Caballeros. Okay. Think about it. I mean, it's.
I like Donald.
You can be the guy with the guns.
Donald,
you can be the guy with the guns.
I don't want to go anymore.
Okay. All right. Anyways, SEMA just days around the corner. We're, of course, as we said, going to be there with Rockford Fosgate, talking about new and exciting stuff and old stuff. Lots of fun. If you're in there, please come by the Rockford booth, say hi, see what we're talking about, or just take our minds off of whatever it is we're doing at the time. So definitely want to head out over there, change to the next one. If you are going to SEMA, while Fernando gets back.
My bad.
It's right there, dude. Right when you walk in the door, you can't miss us because we'll be in the biggest booth in the whole place. Tons of stuff to see, tons of stuff to do.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
This is the mobile electronics. The other side that is not light up is the business service.
Yeah, so this is the area we'll do a walk around and show you guys.
Yes,
what is happening.
We only carry about the mobile electronics.
We only carry about mobile electronics. So Harman has a big booth.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So as you see, who's gonna be there?
I don't know how GoPro factors into this.
Why not?
Why would GoPro be in the mobile?
It's mobile.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, we'll be there. That's what's happening. But like always, let's jump into the news. And before we get started on that, the news, we steal it. We steal it from CE Outlook. So if you'd like to know,
copy and paste.
I do. Steal it. I screenshot. But if you'd like to know more about the stories we're getting ready to just lay on you, make sure to follow the links that are in the description as always. And we'd like to thank CE Outlook. When she does a great job, that allows us to do a great job as well.
Yeah.
And this week, she's definitely put a lot of work into it. And so we're going to have some fun, and we are going to share it with you. But before we do that, hey, from New Zealand, what's happening? Yeah. So, all right, here we go. Lots of new product news, as expected. SEMA week. We just get an influx of these. We've talked about this before. We've had Matthew on the show, and I showed it yesterday on Instagram because we just got ours in. The audio control unveils the new Epic Series amplifiers.
That's right.
Amplifiers. That's right. So if you
want to be epic?
If you don't know, go back and watch the interview we did with Matthew. We talk all about them. We do a dyno. We have a lot of fun. It is fantastic. Moving on. Kicker introduces Premier Marine line. This is pretty cool. This is, I kind of feel like, long in coming.
It comes with the
butterfly. I think
nice.
That means premium.
Butterfly means premium?
Yeah. So it's been long. Kicker is kind of known for their like footloose, fancy-free, consumer-grade equipment. They don't want to be the most expensive. They don't want to be the most reasonable. They want to be right there in the middle, right where everyone is at. They make very fun and exciting products. That's kind of their thing. Steve is a great guy. He likes having fun with the rest of them, cutting it up. And so his products kind of reflect his personality. This time, though, they're stepping up their game a little bit and realizing that the high-end marine market is it's a place where there could be some work.
For sure.
And so they've decided that they want to move into that field, and they've come out with a few products that are designed around that. One of the products I'm most excited about, just because I want to see what it looks like, is their new loaded marine enclosure.
Mm-hmm.
So it comes with like, I think a 10 or a 12. It could just be a 10. And it has a passive radiator. I'm assuming I want to see what it looks like.
Yeah.
Because some of these that I've seen, like Memphis makes one, JL just announced theirs. These things are really cool and have applications for us in the 12 volt side of things. So it'll be interesting to see what these, how these look. They're very sexy looking. Like this kind of reminds me of like a transformer. It has a very nice look to it. We'll see how it
transformer, huh?
Yeah, it has all those cool like multi layers of stuff. Smash Force Productions.
SEMA 2025 featuring the red Morale convertible Mustang and the wide body. I like the wide body Taos. That would be nice.
Yeah, we could get the Asian dude to do it. He could just glue all the pieces on.
I'm on it.
Yeah, butterfly equals marine. Sure. I don't get marine audio. Hot, neutral, and ground. What? So actually, it's a really simple solution. The reason why it is yellow and red is because a lot of the higher end boats have AC and DC, and they took AC as the principal wiring pattern So DC had to get bumped. And in AC, black is hot.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Doesn't Rockford Fosgate own this category? I
think
believe it's
JL.
in between.
I think
JL
it's a toss-up between JL and
and
Rockford.
Rockford. Yes.
JL, I feel, is definitely the premier
Now,
brand.
don't get me wrong.
Garmin bought them.
If you ever had the chance to come over here in Tampa Bay at the Marine Show, dude, Kicker has
a lot of stuff.
Huge presence.
Oh my gosh, they make those cans that are gigantic.
Yes.
There's a lot of manufacturers that are in this field. It's a huge field. Listen, boat guys are silly. Boat bust out another 1,000. So this is money that doesn't even make sense. It's kind of like the motorcycle guys.
Yes.
We know how you guys all feel about those. All right, moving on. DD Audio introduces an amplified terminal. So this is one of those things that like we've talked about for years. There's a couple other manufacturers that have had them, but they just come to market at all the wrong prices because something like this needs to be a reasonably priced add-on. And this seems to be that. It has like, I think, a street price of about $150, which is probably going to be even less once people get their hands on it. It's a 300-watt little power box thingy, so it's perfect for like a 110, 112.
Yeah.
Put it on the side. You basically turn whatever box you've bought, whether it be a truck box or a custom box, add this to the side of it, and you're done. You have an amp built in.
See, $180.
Yeah. Okay. So there you go. So that's why I said street price, about 150. But 180 to $150 is really nice.
Yeah.
I think this is a really cool piece. It could do extremely well for them.
My only problem with this is the connection.
Oh, what do you mean?
The connection.
Oh, yeah, it's hardwired.
It's like
it should be a terminal.
One of the best things that I love about
the P300
is the P300 terminal, man.
Yeah,
you can unplug it and you can move it. You don't have to worry about like unscrew the wires and things like that. So
and that is definitely the ones like they didn't think it through, or the company that they bought this from, or that they co-designed it with.
Right.
They just didn't offer that. I think it's a great idea. And there again, my biggest complaint is it's square. Okay, this should be something where you pull out the cup. Like the Gladen one was perfect.
It's round.
It was round. It went
No,
in.
but I see benefit from this as for example, you old guys, they love the old style speaker that I have, an Orion or whatever speaker I want to use. You can throw that one in, and
that doesn't even make any sense.
Why not?
Why would I just
old speaker?
Why would I use an old speaker?
300
just use
watts.
A new speaker. Pretty much every new speaker out there will work off of 300 watts.
Yes.
So why would I want to put an old speaker? I'd blow it.
No, you're not blowing it.
Yeah, they dry rot. They don't last. Speakers don't last forever, man. You try to go put an Orion and an XTR from the 90s on there, it's going to turn to dust.
Done?
Yeah, give me a break. No, the reality is this is for somebody that goes and buys a simple enclosure, cuts the side bigger, slaps that in there, and keeps it simple. It's a keep it simple piece. That's really what it is. It always has been.
Lifestyle.
But the reality is yes, there are a couple downsides to it. No one has done this fantastically. Gladen did it. It was too expensive. They're doing it. It's not easily removable. It needs to be Gladen style, but it just needs to be cheaper, and it needs to have a removable plug so that you can take it out.
But it's great.
Yeah, no,
I
think there again for $180.
Yeah,
a lot of people are going to see this as a great alternative. I like these for the simple reason: if I do a 9-channel or an 8-channel DSP amp, I can just put one of these in attached to the subwoofer and not have to worry about hiding another amplifier somewhere. So to me, that is still like fantastic. I'm still using the same 12s I bought in '99. Well, you've kept them moving.
There you go.
But
very nice.
But if you don't move, if you're not using them, they go bad. Believe it or not, they just sit there. The spiders sink, and it just turns to crap. So, moving on.
Yes.
To more product news. And hey, what would it be without motorcycles? Hertz, Audison hook up with another company to make some speaker pods for the back of your Harleys with passive radiators. So
yeah, why not?
There we go. Drop-ins, of course. They have an amplifier. I still don't understand the bass that comes out of these things and how people think that's real bass. But hey, we got them, and now they have them too. Hertz is making the moves into the motorcycle, teaming up. I think they're doing it smart. They're teaming up with other manufacturers to get the products that they need. I think that's the way to go. I think that makes a lot of sense. That way you don't have to flip the bill yourself. You just kind of spread the wealth. There's plenty of companies out there like these which would love to work with a partner that makes a product that they can use. So yeah, and that will promote them as well, because most of these guys are like, you buy their stuff, they make their custom pieces, and they don't promote them. So Hertz is just pulling this out like, this is ours. We're teaming up with them, which they may have. I don't know. Either way, it's pretty cool.
I think that will be the opposite, because it's like, we just pick your speaker. I'm making the pod.
Yeah,
we're just gonna pick your speaker. But it's great if you're on a motorcycle or something like that. Yeah.
So I don't mind motorcycle news in of itself. I just get jealous that companies don't have as much energy for the car side.
I agree with you. I agree.
We're all in the same room on
man.
that one. We're all in the same room at that one.
Exactly.
Yeah. And there again, it's low hanging fruit. We all know it's low hanging fruit.
Yeah.
I feel all the companies that have done this, if they're not going back to car and starting to improve, they're not going to exist.
And yes, you are correct.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
That time you're correct. Yes. Yeah. Moving on. Speaking of other categories Rockford owns, Garmin introduces JL Audio's Slam Pack for Polaris. So, okay, cool. Like, we know this is a big market. I pay no attention to this market at all. I don't have a Polaris. I don't have any desire to have a Polaris. It's kind of right up there with the jet ski. I don't want one. I know a lot of people like them. A lot of people like these Polarises. Do you have any idea what a current new Polaris style vehicle is selling for?
Yes.
How much? You said yes, but do you really know?
No, I don't.
Okay,
what do you want to guess?
Fancy a guess on what this thing costs. Not the speaker package, the Polaris.
25 grand.
You'd be wrong.
Okay.
So 25 grand would get you a scooter.
Oh.
These things are upwards of 35 to 50 grand.
Okay. Yeah.
I had no idea. Yeah. And there again, for those of you guys that own these things and you're buying them new, God bless. Yeah, 15 to 20 is not correct. I looked up the model that they're talking about because this kit is about a $6,000 kit.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy crap. The 4 doors, the bigger ones, the like family size, dude, those things were like $54,000. I was like, holy jeez, like no idea. Now there again, like everything else, I'm sure you can find some for 15 or 20 used, but it seems
so you're
like
saying that Polaris is more than my car.
That Polaris costs more than your car.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, I didn't even know it, and it totally makes sense why these manufacturers are going into this. Just like boats, boats are like obscenely priced, but things like motorcycles and these side by sides, guys are spending like it's an all encompassing hobby that they're spending money on. So for those of us that are like we just like Weber fan when we just talked about hey. I wish these. Now we know why, because holy crap, these things are like, I know how much a boat costs. I mean, that's, we live in Florida. We kind of get an idea here, but Jesus, just buy a used Jeep or 5.
Jesus is not buying
Jesus ain't buying this.
Jesus ain't buying that.
But yeah, no way.
Jesus is buying an F-150.
Yeah. F-150. Yeah, loaded SKS will run you about $40K. Yeah. I was shocked. I had no idea. Now it makes sense why they can charge $6 grand for this thing, because let's be honest, $6 grand is nothing if you've already spent $40,000.
Correct.
Totally makes sense.
Yeah.
Crazy as it seems. Yeah. Crazy as it seems. But anyways, JL Audio is now stepping into this arena with a couple 2 complete packages drop in for this to make things wonderful. What's up, Car Gift?
Hey, Car Gift.
And what I like about this show, this is all like, there's no story here. And this is all new products on this show, which is fantastic. This is the joys of SEMA. Speaking of new products, Metras. Most people don't know this. Metra imports a brand called Vibe from the UK. They've been doing it for years now with varying success, meaning it's a hot and cold relationship. Right now it's on fire. So Vibe to introduce here through Metra the BMW under-seat subwoofers, as well as the packages, plug and play, basically BAV audio, if you've seen those ads, or everybody else that makes BMW speakers. Here's my problem with this. Nothing against Vibe or anything. This is more directed towards everybody that makes BMW speakers. We don't sell a ton of BMWs here in the United States. Okay, we don't. And when we do, most people don't upgrade them audio-wise. They're spending a lot. Not saying that everyone doesn't, but there's not a huge BMW market for upgrades as far as audio goes.
See, but I don't understand. I haven't done a research at all, but why are we making it? If we don't sell a lot,
so we're not making
reason,
so Vibe is
no, I know,
because in Europe this is a big deal. That's what they buy, European cars.
But what I'm saying is
and it's
we have multiple
size.
companies. This is not the first one.
Yeah.
They are focusing on BMW.
Well, think of it as the Harley Davidson of the European market.
Yeah.
So everyone that makes a plug and play BMW piece is the same as everyone over here making a plug and play Harley Davidson piece. This is what you have. In some of the countries in Europe, you can't change the speaker size.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you still owe money on the car
mm-hmm.
and you want to swap out the speakers, you can't cut harnesses. You can't change anything. It's just they have to be drop-in.
Yeah.
So there's all of this BMW and European specific stuff that exists, and they just bring it over here hoping that we'll buy some of it. Yeah, and it's basically, I'm right here. If I hear another company making BMW specific stuff, I'm going to scream. I have no idea, Walter. But it's just one of those things where it's like everybody makes these things. And so now Vibe has them. But this really wasn't the story I wanted to talk about. This was just the gateway into the next story, which is what's going to make more sense. So also, along with other things, as we all know, Metra, what's that?
No, I was just waiting and kind of like see
how many BMWs.
Yeah,
there's plenty of them that are sold here. Like 300,000 vehicles.
362,000 vehicles.
You realize there's
was a 9% increase from 2022.
Yeah, but you understand there's 1 million people here in Clearwater, Florida, where we live.
Yeah.
Or Pinellas County. Let's expand it out to Pinellas County.
Yeah.
So like that's Clearwater for the whole United States. I mean, give me a break. And that's just news. So there's obviously more than that. But okay, so moving on. Because Metra has its relationship with Vibe, and we know Metra makes a lot of interfaces, a lot of products to go in. Mm-hmm. Next up on the list for Metra is these guys right here, vehicle-specific audio kits. No kidding, right? So Metra's taking their relationship with Vibe and taking it to the next level. And they're now, of course, they sell all these as pieces that you can buy individually. Those are the Jeep amp racks. Those are the new Jeep speaker pods. Those are the 2024 soundbar speaker pods that are replaceable. Those are those cool cut-ins that we used the other day on Instagram. We showed you those. Those are the updated version for the 2024. They still have the older versions, of course. But pardon me, they've teamed up with Vibe, and they now make a full integration kit that will allow, it comes with 2 amplifiers, comes with all this, comes a full package. So they have amplified and non-amplified with smart harnesses to streamline your installation, power, ground, everything comes in the box.
Mm-hmm.
So that you can easily switch out or integrate into a Vibe system. They're making this for the amplified, the non-amplified. They also have a Chevy kit that's coming out, Chevy pickup truck.
Yeah.
So basically they're like, hey, we make all these smart harnesses. We make all these plastics. Let's just team up with the company we're already importing and make pieces. And so there they have. We have a custom box for the back door. So new for 2024 are going to be these plug and play kits. I'm excited to see these because what the heck, man?
I'm just still like, that's a tweeter.
Yeah, yes, no, it's still a tweeter.
Why?
Because that's all people do. That's all. Well, these are loudspeakers. Okay, listen. I feel that this system is based off of their competitors. Okay, let's look at what Rockford is doing. Rockford put their put their basically the Harley speakers, the speakers they sell for the Harley, which are extremely loud, weather proof speakers. So they put their Harley tweeters in the dash. They put their Harley mid coaxials in the front and the rear. So these are all weather speakers so that you can take the tops off, go crazy. The difference is like, I don't think these are marine amps. So if these get wet, they don't look like marine amps, but I don't know. I don't know all the specifications. But there again, we'll find out next week at SEMA when we go.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking at what their competition is.
Yes.
And their competition is obviously
100%.
Rockford.
It looks like,
And so they're building a system letting somebody else do the legwork.
You can decide
which there
what you
again,
want. Yeah.
not a bad idea. And the nice thing is you can still buy all this stuff a la carte. So if you want the pods, the brackets, whatever, you can get anything you want.
Yeah.
And there again, I'm with you. I'm pretty excited.
Yeah.
I personally feel like these manufacturers shouldn't even put pictures of this stuff up yet, because what's the point of going to SEMA?
No, but like that. Like, for example, this, when they
Yes.
whatever they put first is like,
Yeah.
okay, I want to see it.
Yes.
Now I see the picture. Now it's like, okay, now I really want to see what it is.
Right,
you
because
know?
now you're going to nitpick it.
Yes. And this one makes sense for me totally, because we have so much Jeeps
Yeah.
in here in the US.
And so the rub in all of this is these the pods, because this is a product that we worked closely with them. Not real close. We didn't work closely. We didn't pick colors or anything like that. We literally went to them on our knees going, for the love of God, you are the last people in the room. Will you please listen to me when I say, make these things. These are what we need. And they were like, it's plastics. That's what we do. We can make plastics. But no one else would listen to us. Everyone else thought we were crazy. Everyone was like, yeah, it's a good idea, but no, we're not going to do it. It's like, you guys are dumb. You guys are dumb, because the holes in the Jeep dash are this big, and you're putting these big, loud 6.5 feet behind them and getting no air out of them. Why would you not do this? Stupid. So Metro listened to it on us. So big respect for them for actually, and then like everything that we've talked to Metro about, like passenger side pod was a little too deep. The current version of the pod, of course, is not. They retooled the pod when they came out with these grills and made it actually 1/4 of an inch shallower, so that it wouldn't interfere with the grill, which is fantastic. So they now know these things. So like anytime we can work with them, we do, because they actually listen, which is insanity. So
yeah, for sure.
That has a strong MTX vibe to it. Yeah, it may. I'm not up on MTX. Speaking of MTX, next year, apparently next year might be an interesting year for them. So kind of interested to see what's happening there.
Yeah.
Mary Lou, it's okay. It's okay. Focal is in the house. Oh, that must be hanging out there at,
where?
Crutchfield. Imagine a modern day J.C. Whitney catalog would look like. The audio section would be 100 pages. Probably. For those guys who don't know J.C. Whitney, it's kind of like the cheap tool store of car parts. But anyways, that's what's coming from Metra. So I'm pretty excited about that. There again, these are things we all want to get our eyes on and see and touch and feel. So when we get some free time during our stay there, we'll definitely check it out. For those of you that are going, either for whatever reason, if you're going to be there, make sure to head over. You won't be able to miss us. We'll be in the Rockford Fosgate booth. You might miss us because we'll be doing demos or talking with someone else. But please stop by, say hi.
But that's the biggest booth in the Mo Electronic floor right there, as you see.
Last work days before SEMA. I know it is merely days away. The anxiety is starting to set in. Make sure you pack everything. I already had my nightmare that I forgot all my shirts, which is funny because yes, we have custom Rockford shirts that we have to wear.
I love it, bro.
Yeah.
This is like
they
Rockford is like.
Oh yeah, I
want to make sure that you look like a Rockford employee.
Yeah.
So this is the second time I work for Rockford, bro.
I know. Can you tell us about the new Kenwood Idea Solutions? You keep teasing. I can't wait for SEMA. And you're not going to find out at SEMA either.
Yeah.
So you're not going to find out until January of next year. You're not going to know next week. Okay. They're not introducing that information yet.
So this is going to be it. This is the North Hall where we're going to be at SEMA.
Loading.
If you want to, it's loading. I don't know.
Still loading.
But right there. We're going to be here, right there. So if you are going to SEMA, make sure.
What is the south? What is that?
Which one?
This is the upper.
Yes.
Oh, that's like trainings and stuff.
Skybridge.
Yeah. The West Hall is fun.
We're going to be in between the West Hall, Central Hall, and the lobby. Boom, right there.
Yeah.
Stop by, say hi.
We got to take the Teslas.
Teslas?
Yeah, the tunnel underground.
Again?
Yeah, we just go to one of the halls. I don't know. That's so much fun. But yeah, so that's what's going on. We're pretty excited. Tomorrow is Saturday, so we'll be here having fun one last day before we head out on Big Joel jet airliner to SEMA to do SEMA stuff.
SEMA stuff.
As far as when we get there, is what content you can expect. We won't be doing too many live big show tours like we like to do, where we like to go around the floor because everyone complains about buffering or images that don't look good. So we plan on not doing that live so we can get better footage for you.
Yes.
So, and then depending on how good the hotel Wi-Fi is and or my phone, I will try to get those uploaded that night. You know, I might just have to let them run all night and kill my phone, you know, using the streaming on my phone. It's all going to depend. We're going to do our best to try to get some of that stuff out for you. We'll try to do some Instagrams throughout the day. That I know we're going to do because we can do those quick and simple. But yeah.
Yeah. Make sure you take footage with the nice DSLR.
Well, yeah, the idea is to, skip the live, just film and upload later. That's the plan, because as much as we know you guys need to see this stuff right away, we know that the quality sucks and it's just not worth it. So we've tried just about everything at SEMA. We've tried to do an after action with pictures. And there again, it's just hard to get the signal out.
And not just that, but we also, you know, we're working for these manufacturers, so we have duties to do, and we don't have the free time. Like,
right,
you know, most of these guys that they post constantly, you know, the content about SEMA. So, yes.
But anyways, dumb. Love you too, Ada. Yeah. Okay, hey, listen, that's what we got happening. So we'll see you guys tomorrow night at 5 o'clock for the Q&A, so we can answer all your questions before we head out. You got anything else?
No.
All right. That's all we got for you. You now know the news. You've been updated and what's happening in the 12-volt community. We will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.